Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the sign of Taurus today. Thank you for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If this reading resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, let's get started. Start off with some oracles. Oracle messages for the sign of Taurus today. For the month of August, strongest energies for the sign of Taurus. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have number 11. Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. You may be seeing butterflies. Number 16. Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. Ooh, interesting. Let's get some more messages out. Gosh, I'm loving the sunshine. Not complaining midwinter. Okay, strongest energies, please, for the sign of Taurus for the month of August. Please and thank you. Nice and quick. Okay. We have angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. And heart of source. All-encompassing love. Unconditional acceptance and serenity. Beautiful. A lot of purple and pinks. I'm getting strong, follow the intuition. You're getting downloads because you're going through some sort of change. And trust where you're being led. Trust in the divine detours. I forget who had this energy. Was it Pisces? You may have Pisces strongly in your chart. They too are going through a lot of change, and their angelic team, their guides, spirit were coming in nice and close to make them feel safe during a time of transition. So this is interesting. Okay. Time for change, Taurus. Right. Let's have a look at your Celtic cross for the month of August. Interesting. Okay, please and thank you. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is soul recognition, nostalgia, connecting with your inner child. Interesting. I'm also being pulled to this full moon. And we just had a full moon on the 9th of August in Aquarius. So that may be of significance. You may have felt that moon quite intently. Okay, let's dive in. What's your energy doing? The Hanged Man. This is a change in perception. This is seeing things differently. This can feel like a stuck energy, but I'm not getting that with this particular card. It's just seeing something in a different light. Okay. Let's have a look what's your challenge. The Hermit. Interesting. This is that card of going within. And the Hangman is... Spirit puts us in Hangman position. And that comes from going within and seeing something differently. Really slowing down. This feels like a very slowing down energy. Maybe both these cards only have one person. Maybe you've spent a lot more alone time, you time, focusing on your health. I'm getting to your well-being. That could be mental as well as physical, maybe even spiritual. Interesting. This is in your challenge position. So maybe that's something that you are being challenged with at this time, is focusing on self. Okay. What's in your focus? The Five of Wands. Okay, so this is a card of conflict. Could be internal, could be external. I'm also getting a card of frustration. That's interesting. What don't you see? The Two of Swords, a choice, a decision to be made. Something that you don't see with the blindfold on there. And that's hence why you're in that change in perception. So you can see something clearly. Okay. Interesting. What's influencing this? The Seven of Swords. Okay. This can be self-sabotage. Lying to ourselves. Doubts. This could be also external energies that we do not trust, mistrust. Unsure of the truth. Interesting. I'm getting from this card in particular, unsure of the direction where she's supposed to go. So that's interesting. I don't really get that from that card. Okay, future energy, the Ace of Swords. Here's that clarity. Beautiful. Here's that decision. Unsure which direction to go. Again, not knowing, not being able to see your truth in terms of your direction. I'm also really seeing, interesting, it's on this card too. On all of them. Interesting. I've never noticed that before. So with this sword, there are butterflies. And in this one, all her swords have butterflies around them. You can see that. And there's even a butterfly on the top of this sword. And we have, remember, you may be seeing butterflies. Transformation is beautiful. And all the butterflies. So there's definitely change at hand here. And this change comes from particularly swords. So a decision, clarity, definitely clarity with this shift in perception. Interesting. Very strong energy here. Okay, what's coming towards you? The Tower. Whoosh. Now this can be a good tower. Don't be afraid of the tower. But tower just means change. Change is here. Change is coming in. Transformation is beautiful. Remember that, because there's quite some heavy energy here with this change. But interestingly, with this message, transformation, change is beautiful. A reminder of that. But yes, there is change coming in. Okay, what's your advice here? Temperance. This is an energy of balance. This is Sagittarius energy. We also have Virgo. We have Scorpionic energy here. A lot of swords, so a lot of air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But this is an energy of balance, patience. It's an energy of alchemy, changing, transmuting energy. Okay, interesting. Potential outcome, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This is new energy. It's emotional fulfillment. Cup runneth over, as they say. Just so much love. Love for self, love for life, love for others. Again, I'm seeing this full moon, so I feel like you may be, this has shifted from the 9th of August for you, I feel like. Interesting. Something from the past. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also getting with the Ace of Cups, that heart of source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity is that energy. Beautiful. Okay. Trust in this shift, this divine detour, because change is coming. Okay, let's have a look at the Hanged Man for Taurus, please, Spirit. Hanged Man for Taurus. We have the sun. The sun is clarity, something being exposed. When we see things from a different perspective, that in itself is exposing a different way of viewing life. It is clarified by the Two of Swords. Interesting. Again, the Two of Swords. So it's a decision. But it's also, like I was saying before, this Two of Swords here, this person also is cloaked, unable to see. This sun illuminates. You're able to see. The light shines on what it is that you need to see, whether that's about yourself, about your situation, about life. You're definitely getting a shift in your thinking. Okay, let's clarify the Hermit. Why is the Hermit in the challenge for Taurus? Okay, the Queen of Cups. This is about self-love. I was getting that a lot with this alone time, focusing on self. This is self-love. This is going within, focusing on that health, mental, physical, spiritual health. That's a challenge for you at this point. And maybe that's what you're getting the shift in perception of. A lot of the time when we focus on self, we can feel guilt, shame, that we're being selfish. Focusing on self is not selfish. It's an integral part of showing up for others. If you don't show up for yourself, you cannot show up for others. And maybe that's what's shifting for you. But the challenge is showing up for yourself. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look at the Five of Wands. Show me the Five of Wands, please, Spirit, for Taurus. Okay, the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's that guarded, defensive energy again. It has that aggressive energy to it. And the Five of Cups. 5-5 is change. Interesting. There's this defensive energy, and it comes from past pain. Interesting. Yeah, it's that Ace of Cups, which is that self-love. And it is interesting because self-love is a challenge. And it feels like a challenge because of some past pain, past hurt. It's like you're fighting with yourself, not allowing yourself to receive, to put yourself first. Interesting. Okay. Now let's have a look at the Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords for Taurus influencing this spread? It's clarified by the King of Swords. Ooh, and the Ace of Swords. Interesting. That Ace of Swords coming out again. Again, with the butterflies. I'm getting a couple of messages with this. So this is kind of in the past energy that's influencing you at the moment. And I feel like your mind may have sabotaged you in the past. Whether that's thoughts, beliefs, that looking after self and nurturing self is a sign of weakness. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know where these thoughts or beliefs come from, but they aren't your truth. And that's where you are getting a shift in perception on this, because you were ultimately deceiving yourself in the past. Interesting. Now, this could be other people deceiving you as well, making you feel that you weren't worthy of love, hence then that resistance to give yourself love. So there could be that as well. I'm getting, though, a strong self-sabotage energy with that. Okay, what you don't see is the Two of Swords. Let's have a look at the Two of Swords for Taurus, please, Spirit. Thank you. You have the Death card. That is transformation, Pluto energy, Scorpionic energy, rising from the ashes. And the Nine of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior, but I'm getting exhaustion. You can no longer push through. You're tired of operating from this energy. It's like you can no longer keep doing what you've been doing, whether that's to yourself with this resistance to self-love and putting yourself first, honoring self. There's a change here. Yeah, there's an ending to the Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. My goodness, there's that self-sabotage, winning at all costs. Yeah, interesting. And I don't know, with the moon underneath that as well, and with this being in the position of what you don't see, and also with the blindfold, the moon being hidden, you may not even realize that this self-sabotaging energy exists within you. And that's where you're in that upside down energy, which usually spirit puts us in. So we can then go, is that right? You're seeing something different. You're getting that clarity. Okay, this could be quite a shock to the system, a realization. Well, let's have a look at the tower. What is the tower that's coming in? Please and thank you, Spirit. There's the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Okay. So this change that's coming in, whether that's change within self, change within your environment, it feels like a lot of resistance to it. We have the Five of Wands again in your awareness coming up again, because there feels like a desire to control. And there is fear, worry, anxiety if you don't have this sense of control. Trust in divine detours. Trust in this change. It may make you uncomfortable. And I think the self-sabotage energy has been here to create some sort of certainty and stability for you. A lot of our self-sabotaging energy is a coping mechanism. Remember, there was some past pain here, and our ego tries to keep us safe. It's not necessarily for our highest good, but it's to keep us safe in that moment so we can get through. And it's a mechanism that you've held for some time to keep you safe. But this needs to go because it's an illusion to keep you safe. And that, I believe, is why your team is coming in very strongly. Angels are here to remind you that you are safe without this self-sabotage energy here. Okay, this is big. Whew. Just sitting in it feels good, but it also feels quite chonky. Okay, let's have a look at the Temperance for Taurus, for your advice. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, the Tower coming out again at the bottom of the deck, and the Temperance is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Have patience with this, because you are going to grip so tightly when the universe comes in and tries to change up. Yeah, that's where there's this reminder that change is beautiful. Trust where the divine is moving you. Let go. You are safe. This is moving into this all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. This energy is your outcome. And maybe this is why you're seeing this, because if you are uncomfortable with this change that's occurring in your world, whatever it is for you, it is for your highest good, and this is where it's leading you. 2 aces, beautiful energy of truth and love. Be patient with this process. Be patient with that ego that's so desperately trying to hold on to this false sense of security. Okay, let's clarify the Ace of Cups, please. So it's clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. I'm getting strong. This is an independent energy. It's interesting. I'm getting this is your solo card for sure, but I'm not getting like singledom. I'm getting, with this energy here, going back and connecting with self, going within, spending time on you. This person is also by herself playing piano, doing something that fills her cup. Yeah, this is beautiful energy. It's self-love. Okay, let's have a look at the Ace of Swords in your future energy. The sign of Taurus, please, Spirit. Thank you. With the 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that's healing. And the Knight of Swords. Once you have this newfound clarity, this wisdom, once you've had this shift in perception about what it means to look after yourself, love yourself. Yeah, strongly getting health, mental, physical, spiritual. Yeah, filling your cup. And once you have this clarity and wisdom, you're going to fly with it. The Knight of Swords. This is one of the fastest moving knights and energies in the deck. And this healing is going to create massive change with the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, the wheel is going to spin and you are going to fly forward with this newfound self-love. My goodness, it's huge throughout this read. So this is your reading. I'm sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.